Welcome to Out for the Count TV. Once again, we're delighted to be joined by the brand new British and Commonwealth Super Flyweight champion, Emma Dolan. Emma, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Again, appreciate your time. It's obviously been 3 weeks since you became the first ever British Super Flyweight champion. Has it sunk in yet?
Uh, no, like I don't know. It's like it's I'm buzzing over it, and obviously I'm pleased and that. But I'm looking forward to getting back in the gym. To be fair, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. Looking forward to the next sort of challenge, and push on for the next big title and that. So yeah, no, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I did wonder what would sort of mean more to you, being the current champion or the history of being the first super flyweight champion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the first sort of super flyweight champion at Commonwealth and British now. So like, it's a bit mad. Like obviously making history. Like in my own head, I'm sort of having competitions with myself and that, and like obviously not getting ahead of myself, but no one's fought, no woman has fought for a European, Commonwealth, or British. So I'd quite like to maybe tick that on the box as well, and obviously to hold the three belts would be brilliant. But that's obviously you've got to go and do it. But to fight for the European, British, and Commonwealth hasn't been done in women's boxing yet, so that'd be another little box tick if that happens soon.
Definitely, definitely. And it was obviously, your fight against Shannon Ryan, it was a big fight week. What's the come down like, to have all the cameras and the attention and the fans, and then to come out of that and you're back at home, and what's that like?
To be honest, mate, relief. Like I'm not a lover of all the media and all that kind of stuff. I know it's part and parcel, and you got to take it, as it comes and that. It's not horrible, you know what I mean? But I'm a chilled out person and that. So to get home to my dog and like my house and that, I'm pleased and I'm relaxed and it's nice sort of thing. But yeah, obviously the fight week, it's a good experience and enjoyed it. And obviously there'll be a lot more of them ahead. But yeah, it was just nice to come home and relax. Have a cup of tea and just chill out.
Yeah, yeah. And are you getting more recognition when you're out and about since this win?
Not really. I don't know. When I was at the show, quite a few people wanted a photo and stuff and a autograph and whatever, which was a bit of a blew my mind a bit. For what me, I said that a couple of times as well, and people were like, yeah, 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 and I was like, oh, fair enough, sure piece of paper,
Yeah,
ruined, but but no, yeah, it's nice to have a bit of attention and that, but it's really weird, but hopefully it just keeps growing now and the fan base grows a bit and yeah, keeps moving in that direction.
yeah, yeah. It must be crazy, definitely. So going into the fight, you was fighting on the zone, which is the platform Shannon Ryan's on, and it was sort of billed as if to many of the fans it seemed like you was sort of like the underdog sort of thing. Would you agree with that? And do you think
Yeah,
that played to your advantage?
massively. Like, I don't know so much if it played to my advantage. I think, the way I am, I knew that wouldn't bother me. And I knew before the fight got made, obviously that's how it's going to be, sort of thing. But it doesn't really bother me as much, and I quite thrive off that kind of stuff, really, and people doubt me. I like proving them wrong. So, yeah, no, it was good. And yeah, proved a lot of people wrong. So, no, it was good.
Definitely. And obviously, you came up a different way to Shannon. You came up through small hall, going out on different promotions. Do you think that sort of played a part in why many fans might have overlooked you?
Yeah, I think unless you're like into your boxing, I mean, everybody that I know from like the amateur game who've turned over or like in the coaching scene all sort of like had my back to do it. People I know well and people I don't know as well because they know of me. You know what I mean? So they've seen me box and they've seen me box in these
Yeah,
international tournaments and they know that I'm experienced. And yeah, it probably did play a factor. I mean, all you got to do is look at the bookies. They just go straight away with the home fighter, don't they? And they don't give the away fighter a look in. So, it's one of them. But yeah, you see it the other week with Jasmine beating Major Rose Courtney. It's not always cut and dry like that, is it?
exactly. Yeah, it must have made the victory feel that much sweeter, with how it sort of developed.
It was brilliant.
And obviously in the bout before that, you was in with Nicola Hopewell. Again, you went to Nicola's backyard. Did that kind of experience with the majority of the fans being on the home fighters' side? Did that sort of help you going into this fight?
Yeah, I think it did. I mean, GBM got a good platform there as well. So it's like a big hall show, isn't it? Like the way the shows they put on. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good step up from that, and then moving on to the DAZN show and that. So yeah, no, and obviously I thrive in being the Lion's Den. To be honest, I like all that, and I like being, I like booze and all that kind of stuff. Bring it on, sort of thing. I mean, it spurs me on more. But yeah, like walking in out to that arena. And not to sound clever, it really didn't bother me because I was just so fixated on Shannon and the ring and everything that I didn't really take in anything around me till after the fight. So, yeah, anything like that doesn't bother me too much. But definitely the fight with Nicola would have played a factor and helped me along the way.
Yeah, and you mentioned, going out to the ring, like you were literally laser focused straight to the ring. I could tell you meant business. What was going through your mind, as you make that ring walk?
Just stay switched on now. It's all yours. Stay switched on. You've got this. Don't be silly. Stay switched on. And yeah, as soon as that bell went, I knew I had to have a good start, and that I knew they probably half expected me to start a bit slow, which I have done a couple of fights before. So I thought I'd have a good start, and yeah, no, it all went to plan really.
Yeah, round one was a little bit of a sort of like a feeling out, as most fights are. But
Yeah,
in round two, you put your foot on the gas and scored the knockdown. How do you keep yourself from sort of like just getting it to your head and thinking I've won it? Like, how do you stop yourself when you get a knockdown so early on?
yeah, always take things round by round. So I never really think like, oh yeah, that's it. I always try and take things round by round. Like that was a good round. That round weren't as good. That round was better. I've got a very good corner there. I had obviously my trainer Carl and Adam, and then I had John Pegg in my corner as well. And like, I had a very good corner just to keep me stabilised and keep me switched on at what I needed to do. But yeah, I was very switched on for that fight, very focused. So that kept me sort of levelled all the way through.
Yeah, yeah. And the rest of the fight, you sort of like you put on a really dominant performance. As I said a minute ago, you probably everybody was overlooking you. You probably shocked them when they were watching. I think I only gave Shannon 3, 6, and 9. Did you feel in control throughout the rest of the fight?
Yeah, personally, like, because I've heard a few people mix things and that, and like one of the judges obviously give it to Shannon, which I was very confused by, but I thought I won it quite wide, to be honest. Like, same as you, I give Shannon about 3 rounds. But that's all I could get my head around to give her. I know obviously being the away fighter, they're probably 2 rounds up beforehand, so it's one of them, isn't it? But no, I thought it was comfortable, and I felt quite comfortable in between rounds. I was never panicked. I was never sort of under the cosh. I mean, if anything, I could have done a little bit more, probably a bit overcautious at times, and just stuck to the game plan. But yeah, no, I felt it was comfortable.
Yeah, and you mentioned just a second ago about the scorecard that had Shannon, winning the fight. Did you sort of think, I've been done here when you heard that one?
I think when you watch it, a few people have said to me, my mouth is saying some words. I think I said like "what the fuck" or something to Carl like that. Um, yeah, it probably shocked me. And then obviously when they give it to me, I thought, cool, because like looking back, I know obviously they wouldn't give it a draw, but at the time I was thinking, God, they're going to do this draw now, aren't they? They're going to do it a draw and they're going to mess me about. But luckily, it went the right way, so I was pleased.
Yeah, I mean, I scored it. Like 'cause I thought as soon as like as a big fight that I'm really excited for, I'll score it. And like I had you winning widely, and I thought, have I sort of like, have I been biased here?
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, yeah. When I saw rest at cards, I thought, no, I've got this right.
yeah.
Um, so obviously she's obviously a really talented boxer. She keeps herself in brilliant shape. How would you rate the power of Shannon Ryan's punches?
Uh, no different to anybody else's, to be truthful. Maybe she couldn't land clean on me. I don't know, but actually, in one of the rounds, I think round 9, she landed a couple of shots back to back on my face. But no, nothing was hard. Like they weren't really powerful shots, to be honest. She got quick hands. Shannon did. She had
Yeah.
very quick. When she landed one, she'd land 2 more afterwards, sort of thing. She had quite good speed. That's probably what I would have rated the most out of her. But I wouldn't say she's really like a power puncher or anything like that. To be truthful with you.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just wondered just with because she's got a brilliant physique, hasn't she? Really.
Yeah, no, a lot.
But and
I, I had the weigh in and that, and a lot of people were messaging the trainers and that saying, "Cool, that girl's built." And obviously, I'm like a stick, and I. And they're like, "Oh, is Emma gonna be all right?" They're like, "No, Emma's all right. Emma's all right."
yeah,
But yeah,
definitely. And you know, the build up, there was a little bit of back and forth between you. Did you both manage to speak to each other after? And if so, what
Yeah,
was said?
we were staying in the same hotel all week, so like it was a bit like awkward, you know what I mean? But yeah, we had a chat and that after the fight, and you know, that's it, isn't it? Obviously, you're going to respect anybody you get in the ring with, and obviously you share the rounds and that, and you speak afterwards. But yeah, you know, it's all part of the sport, isn't it? It's all part of the game.
Exactly. And you've been with your trainer now, Carl. Is it like 1, 2 years?
Coming up to 2 years, yeah, coming up to 2 years in August.
Yeah. How far has he brought you on as a fighter since you've been with him?
Everything like Carl's changed me just into like an amateur boxer into a proper professional. You know what I mean? And the thing that I'm enjoying the most is that I'm not done learning, nowhere close. You know what I mean? We're just sort of opening up now. And if I look at the improvements from like my first fight when I won the title with him, and then the next fight with Nicola, and then now the next fight with Shannon, I'm continually making little improvements, which I'm most happy about. So I'm just excited to keep improving and keep learning off of him. Really.
Definitely, I fully agree with that. And you know, the last time we spoke, I asked you who you'd like, and you mentioned two fighters. You mentioned Shannon Ryan and Lauren
Yeah.
Parker.
Yeah.
Is Lauren Parker the fight you'd like next still?
Yeah, Shannon's ticked off now, isn't she? So yeah, you know, look, Lauren's a good girl, and I know she'd probably be keen for the fight as well. And yeah, I want to get that on, and yeah, I feel confident in that fight, and obviously I have to train very hard for it, and I know she'll be up for it as well, and I think that'll bring the best out of each other. And yeah, I'd love that fight next.
Definitely, it would be a brilliant fight. In Lauren's game, what areas do you think you could exploit?
I'll be careful what I say. Last two people I fought
Yeah.
have pissed off, haven't I? So sorry about swearing.
No, no, you're right.
I'm not going to say too much till it gets made and that, you know what I mean? Too many enemies. But I feel like there's areas there I can definitely work on, which, look, she will about me, won't she? You know what I mean? She will about me. But
Exactly.
I think there's definitely areas there that I'll be able to get the better of. But, you know, hopefully the fight gets made soon and we can go from there.
Yeah, I really look forward to that one. Again, thank you for your time, Emma. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully we'll catch you when the fight gets announced.
Definitely. Let's hope so.